coast to coast and border to border, American Legionnaires take over the heart of Manhattan for their 29th annual convention. The opening bomb explodes with a roar as the largest collection of motorized boxcars, locomotives, and trick automobiles whistle, hoot, and clatter in the hilarious 40-8 parade. From a score of states come these smoking, clanging locomotives, automobiles with built-up bodies representing the French railroad engines that pulled the 40-8 troop trains in World War I. Noise and high spirits, fun and laughter is the order of the march as the members of the Legion's inner group make merry. For 3 hours they carry on with their mirth-provoking antics. Everything from a battleship to the familiar motorized Pegasus. All the way from Fox Lake, Illinois comes this Legionnaire, a one-man drum and bugle corps with plenty of strings and gadgets. All polished up and tootin' to go is the last of the 38 locomotives, the largest number ever to take part in a 40-8 parade. From twilight until the black of night, they stage an uproarious show as more than 200,000 spectators cheer them on. At the 71st Regiment Armory, General Dwight D. Eisenhower addresses the convention with a stirring message.
A pre-revolutionary patriot stirred his comrades with the cry, "Give me liberty or give me death." There need not be any future Patrick Henry. Liberty is ours now. A united and determined American citizenry is, under God, the mightiest force the earth has seen. It can protect itself and lead the world to respect for right and justice and to peace. Goodbye, men. Good luck.
Later, in the same auditorium, the new national commander, James F. O'Neill of Manchester, New Hampshire, is elected. Then, in a martial climax, retiring Commander Paul Griffin leads the mighty American Legion parade up New York's Fifth Avenue. 2 battalions of West Point cadets, immaculate in summer dress uniforms, set the pace for a stirring panorama of flags, military bands, and marching men. 2 million spectators jam the sidewalks, windows, roofs, and every point of vantage. And between this massive throng of humanity, over 50,000 Legionnaires pass with majestic dignity, representing the Legion's entire membership of 3.25 million men. Many mechanized units slowly rumble up the wide avenue and through the man-made canyons of the great metropolis. From Texas, the delegation rides in true Western style. Legionnaires from the Lone Star State capture the fancy of the multitude. Then follows the Texas Mexican unit, costumed in true south-of-the-border style. Veterans of Chateau Thierry, the Argonne, Guadalcanal, and Normandy proudly parade behind the colors they fought to defend. Bright Seminole Indian costumes mark the Florida unit as one of the most colorful in the line of march. Then, from the state of Iowa, the Legionnaires represent a marching field of corn, with each member carrying a large, fresh stalk, grown on Long Island, but from Iowa seed. Hundreds of Legionnaires from the Keystone State add greatly to the colorful spectacle. A 4-year-old miss from Bristol, Pennsylvania, very seriously leads her state contingent. Wore khaki 3 decades ago make up the preponderance of marchers, outnumbering the veterans of World War II by 3 to 1. Many fine delegations represent the South, with Kentucky's Legionnaires as symbols of the bluegrass country and its blue-blooded thoroughbreds. The line of march becomes a mighty funnel of martial music, flashing color and moving humanity, as the American Legion again displays its strength and vivacity. On and on move the state delegations, with music blasting and flags flying under a warming sun. Many unusual uniforms add to the spectacle, like these worn by Legionnaires from Michigan. Through a storm of flickering paper, Minnesota's group presents a colorful spectacle with marching Indians clad in fringed shirts and war bonnets. Interspersed with marching are wild Indian hoops and war dances by the contingent of fair damsels from the Gopher State. New England takes the spotlight as the governor's foot guards from Connecticut, with their high-plumaged hats and colonial uniforms, march in true military array. Hundreds of bands keep the marchers in step, often overlapping each other's music, but all resplendent in their immaculate presentation. On they come, Legionnaires from the far west, California, Oregon, and Washington. Finally, New York's large contingent brings to a stirring climax the Legion's finest and most colorful parade. With the Stars and Stripes as its banner of patriotism, the American Legion marches on.